Toronto's rental market is on fire these days. I'm going to share with you some of the wild things that I'm seeing out there and a few reasons for the market's frothiness. Right now might be the most competitive rental market in Toronto that I've seen in the past 7 years. Many places have multiple competing offers, and renters are having to do things like agree to occupancy much sooner than they prefer and offer multiple months of rent up front to give them an edge over other applicants. In the past 2 weeks, I've come across 3 different families moving to Toronto from other countries for work-related reasons. So while I'm speculating a bit, I believe part of the reason for the competitive rental market is the immigration floodgates are now fully open, and Toronto-based companies are bringing their foreign talent closer to the main office, even if it's only for the occasional office visit. And somewhat related, it seems as if there's a return to office movement happening. So many of those renters who left the city in 2020, causing the rental market to decline significantly, are coming back to the core of the city, which is putting pressure on the existing stock of rental homes. We're seeing increased competition, especially for properties that were occupied prior to November 15th, 2018, as that's the cutoff date for rent control. On that note, it was recently announced that rent-controlled properties can be subject to a 2.5% increase starting in January 2023 should a landlord choose to raise rent. And I'll also insert that 2.5% is the maximum rental increase a rent-controlled property could be subject to, another reason why these properties are so desirable. Now, anything built and occupied after that November date is currently not subject to rent control and obviously wouldn't be as popular as a new home for renters due to that fact. And occupants of non-rent controlled units should probably be prepared for a big rent increase, especially if your tenancy started in mid to late 2020 when the market was at its worst and rental rates declined substantially. It's possible that prospective tenants could get swept up in competing for a non-rent controlled property and may end up initially paying a higher monthly rate than either they planned or if they were renting something that didn't have rent control. Speaking of competing, offer nights are now starting to become a thing in the rental market, and I've seen at least a few of them in the past week advertised right in the broker comments. If you don't have to move, then I wouldn't recommend doing so, and if you do, start organizing your supporting document package and preparing yourself for a bit of a slugfest during your search. Make sure you have your credit report and score, job letter, recent pay stubs, your rental application, and any current or previous landlord references all lined up so that you can act quickly if you find a place that you really appreciate. I'm Harnish, Toronto Real Estate Navigator with Bosley Real Estate. I want to thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you watching. I would be thrilled if you would like this video, if you would subscribe to my channel, and if you would hit that notification bell so that you get notified of any upcoming videos.